Professionalism, that's why you love us. At about 88.9 FM, your go-to station.
The time is 3 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Olajumoke Omotosho with Adamaniza 3 in the news. President Buhari solicits support for Tinubu. 2 people feared dead as police and Yoruba Nation agitators clash in Lagos. CBN's cash withdrawal limit policy begins today.
It's the news.
Now, the news. The All Progressives Congress took its presidential campaign to Yola, the Adamawa state capital, on Monday. The campaign was attended by President Muhammadu Buhari, some governors and some leaders of the party. In his address, the presidential candidate of the party, Bola Tinubu, promised Nigerians food sufficiency. He also spoke about some of his plans for the nation.
We will defeat insecurity. We will banish hunger. We will restore famine. Food storage will be there. Our women, my partner, had worked so hard for all of us. Nigeria is blessed.
President Buhari introduced Bola Tinubu to the people of the state and urged them to vote for him. Buhari charged the people to be of good conduct during and after the election.
Thank you very much for your support for the party and for our candidates. I advise you to please be focused. Make sure that you work very hard in the field, produce the food we need, pay your taxes, and make sure that our children go to school, that our unhealthy relatives get medical care. That's all we need from government. Education, health care are our priorities.
The president also introduced the party's governorship candidate Aishatu Binani to the people. The Christian Association of Nigeria has called on youths to be courageous and resist the temptation to sell their vote in the upcoming general elections. The Secretary General, Kan Youth Wing, Federal Capital Territory Chapter, Mr. Joseph Daramola, made a call at a mega youth conference in Abuja on Sunday. He said Nigerian youths were battered psychologically and emotionally, hence they are itching to do the right things amidst the fear of unknown. Daramola said that every political party had the right to choose whoever they wanted as running mates, same fate or not. A former Edo State House of Assembly member, Festus Edugele, has been kidnapped. He was kidnapped on Monday morning by suspected gunmen in Ubiaja while on his way from Ohimewo to Benin City, the state capital. This is coming 3 days after 32 passengers waiting to board a train from the Ugwembe station in the Ugwembe local government area of the state to Warri in Delta State were kidnapped by suspected herdsmen on Saturday evening. Edogele was said to be traveling to Benin to board a plane to Abuja when he was abducted by gunmen who took him into the bush. A former Speaker of the House of the State House of Assembly, Festus Ebia, who confirmed the incident, said his former colleague intended to board the now suspended train service from Ubiaja to Abuja. 2 men have been killed in a clash between Yoruba Nation agitators and the people in the Ojota area of Lagos State on Monday. The spokesperson for the police in Lagos, Benjamin Udein, confirmed the death of the unidentified persons. He said operatives of the command had been deployed to the scene. Commuters ran to safety in the heat of the pandemonium which broke out on Monday morning. Reports say that some agitators came out to demand Yoruba Nation, amongst others, and the police came out to curtail them, leading to a clash. A confirmed police source hinted that shortly after the agitators took to the street, the men of the Lagos State Police Command came out in procession with a detachment of personnel from Rapid Response Squad, State Task Force and Conventional Divisional officers. Security operatives arrived at the scene and shot tear gas to disperse the crowd. A police van was reportedly burnt in the ensuing outage. Meanwhile, normalcy has been reportedly restored at the Ojota area of Lagos State after unrest. Newsmen who visited the scene of the incident observed that normalcy had been restored, with traders and motorists going about their businesses. For news updates and live streaming, visit our website www.adaba889.fm or download Adaba FM app on Google Play Store. You can be part of us on our social media platforms www.facebook.com/AdabaFM 889 on Facebook, at Adaba 889 FM on Instagram and on Twitter, and Adaba FM TV on YouTube. To provide us information via email, newsroom@adaba889.fm. Now to rest of the bulletin. The Central Bank of Nigeria's policy of restriction on daily cash withdrawal takes off across the country today, Monday, January 9. Report says that in this arrangement, the maximum weekly limit for cash withdrawals across all channels by individuals and corporate organizations, 500,000 naira and 5 million naira respectively. Individuals or organizations that have a compelling need to withdraw above the approved limit to transact legitimate businesses will have to pay a processing fee of 3% and 5% respectively. The financial institutions are also expected to obtain the following information from the customer at a minimum and upload same on the CBN portal created for the purpose. The information are valid means of identification of the payee, national ID card or international passport or driver's license, bank verification number of the payee, tax identification number of both the payee and the payer, approval in writing by the Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer of the financial institution authorizing the withdrawal. The Benue State Police Command has arrested 13 people suspected to have been involved in the kidnapping of the Commissioner for Housing, Urban Development, Ekbe, Ogbo, and others in Benue South Senatorial District. No fewer than 5 people were abducted within the senatorial district in December, and among them were a Catholic priest, the commissioner, his driver, an aide, and one other. A statement issued by the command spokesperson, Catherine Anene, says the Benue Commissioner of Police, Wale Abbas, had ordered the deployment of tactical teams to the southern part of the state to trail the kidnap syndicate grouping in the area. The statement adds that as a result of the deployment, men of Operation Zenda trailed and arrested 12 people in connection with the case of kidnap that happened on December 4, 2022, involving the Commissioner for Housing, Urban Development. The first edition of the monthly prayer meeting was an atmosphere of happiness as management and members of staff ushered in the new year with praises and worship. The guest speaker, Reverend Yusuf Samsudeen Oluwatumishi of Pleroma Faith Ministries, Odiolo, who took a scripture from the book of Proverbs 22 verse 29, preached on laziness. The pastor charged members of staff not to be slothful in carrying out their respective assignment.
Service delivery is powerful. If you are effective and efficient, it will tell on your service delivery, and then service delivery will produce what you are looking for. But the moment you are able to fix this one, you have killed something here. I call it L. It's called laziness. Everybody, including me, must fight laziness this year and kill it. If I'm effective and efficient, I have killed laziness. But if I don't kill laziness, it will affect my efficiency and my service delivery will be questionable. Then I should forget what I'm looking for.
On his part, the General Manager, Sir Martin Zayola, appreciates the pastor, Yusuf Oluwatumishi, for the wonderful watchword. Sir Martin's admonished staff to key into the pastor's words to double up their effort for the growth of the station.
There's no doubt God has been with us. We started this year on a very good note. And I know by God's grace we are going to end it in it. So, in aligning with the pastor, every one of us must kill and bury laziness this year, so that the goal of the station of increased revenue, of better performance, of good service delivery will be achieved. We can only kill laziness when we can improve on whatever we give to members of the public.
Adaba FM monthly prayer comes up every first Monday of each month. Next edition is expected to take place on the 6th of February 2023. On a sports, Al-Nassr coach Rudy Garcia has said Cristiano Ronaldo could make his first appearance for the club in a friendly match against Paris Saint-Germain. Ronaldo sent out the first of 2 domestic games for the Saudi Arabian club on Friday after being suspended by the English FA for hitting a young fan's phone following Manchester United's defeat at Everton in April. Garcia has confirmed that the 37-year-old would also miss the league fixture against Al-Shabaab and make his debut against the Ettifaq on January 22 unless he plays against Lionel Messi's PSG and a team made up of players from Al-Nassr and Al-Hilal in Riyadh on January 19. To end at the news at 3, a recap of the top stories. President Muhammadu Buhari has solicited support for the APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu in February election. 2 men were killed in a clash between Yoruba Nation agitators and the police in the Ojota area of Lagos State today. The Central Bank of Nigeria's policy on restriction and daily cash withdrawal takes effect across the country today, Monday, January 9th. That's at the news at 3, as edited by Sunday Ajibuye. I'm Olajumoke on Motor Show. Good afternoon and thanks for listening.